Oh, it's Thursday. They're already throwing around the shut up word, but 76 degrees outside already. Can you believe it? It just gets warmer and warmer, or hotter and hotter each morning. JC?
Who ate half this donut, Zach? You?
Wasn't me.
Huh?
Ate a whole.
Has Zach ever ate half of anything?
Yeah. Hey, good morning. I'm Jamie Cooper. Thank y'all for getting up. Well, this is Athens in the AM on a Thursday morning edition of Cooper Company Live right here on Highway 72, Athens, Alabama. Thank y'all for getting up with us. Joined today by somewhat of the Three Stooges, Tom McAllister. Shut up.
Go Tigers.
Zach.
Forget the
Zach,
Tigers.
you got it
Roll
going
Tide.
on? Well, how far are we to kickoff, Donnie?
38 days. Actually, 37 days.
37 days.
37 days, 18 hours.
You know, yes, this week when I made that statement that if you want to run for if you're running for a political office here in the city of Athens or whatever, I'll give you some free publicity this week. And all you got to do is let us know. And, you know, it should be smart if somebody brings some vegetables or something up there and donuts. Would I be dang if they didn't do it today? Tomatoes, watermelon, donuts. Joseph, what'd you bring? Joseph candidate this morning. He's a candidate for city council, and that is Brad Horner. Now, not Zorro, but Brad. He's raising his hand. Hope you know everybody knows you, Brad. He signs his emails, the future mayor of Athens. Yet don't nobody know him. So
We're about to meet him.
yeah, we're about to meet him later on. This is Ronnie Mark's opponent, one of them. The bigger one of the bunch, yeah. I made that statement the other day. So we'll talk with Brad in depth coming up in just a little bit, too. He'll fill us in, and Joseph will, too, while he wants to run for city council. And we'll talk with him in just a little bit. Frank is in here on the phone at 230-4988. You can text my loyal assistant currently at 603-4848. I've got my phone, too, 230-1123. Hey, we're going to have some videos. We were over at the Handy Festival yesterday in Florence, had lunch at Legends. Want to thank them for, you know, it's funny, guys. I always go into Legends over there, and I always order off the, lunch special. It's about $5.50. Well, lo and behold, yesterday they said they was picking up the tab. So what did I order?
Everything in the world, I can promise.
Salmon, grilled salmon, everything.
If it's free, he's
Invited 4 or 5 people to join us at the table.
Do you ever pay for anything?
Y'all come on in. We got video of my buddy Max Russell playing over there yesterday. Handy Festival goes all week long and concludes Saturday night. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. Tomatoes, don't forget tomato today. Free tomato sandwiches in Madison and in Decatur coming up to Farmers Market this Saturday morning, starting at 9 o'clock. We'll try to get down there and get us one. All many donuts look good, Brad. Nice photo here, too. Man, I know y'all going to want to hang on for this interview. We come up here later on this morning. So we got them on the red sofa this morning, just waiting their turn. Right now, let's check in on the weather, because today is going to be a hot one, ain't it?
Oh, it's been a hot one every day this week, pretty much. But 76 degrees out there already. Going to be another beautiful day. Pretty much what you saw yesterday, you're going to see today. Aren't you sick of hearing me do the weather? It's the same thing every day. No chance of weather is that, only that 20% chance of showers, but it looks like we're going to be dry today. 96 for your high. Tomorrow, your high of 90. Gee, it lowers there. A little cooler day yesterday. And the rest of the forecast, where we thought it would rain all weekend, it doesn't quite look like it. Friday's the best day for rain, and then Saturday's A-OK. No rain to worry about on Sunday, so just enjoy the weekend. 230-4988 does get Frank this morning.
Have you heard from the Nat?
Nat King Crow?
Nat Greg Crow?
I think he's been home sleeping, trying to catch up on all his sleep.
Yeah. Zach, how are you?
I'm better than I was.
Oh, that's right. You was in the hospital last week.
Yeah,
you missed the show last week. You made up for it.
I made a cameo on Thursday.
Roll Tide.
Yes, Donnie. Have you
Let me
bought
tell
that
you
first
something.
Alabama
You want to
shirt
see a
yet?
good storm? There'll be some thunderstorms
Do we have
in the
the photo,
forecast.
Brad?
If she,
Your
no.
beautiful dog.
Do we have the photo?
I told her. I said
Yeah.
we don't do that kind
Look
of
at
stuff.
there.
There
Hey,
you go.
Hey, I want you to notice something. Look what color shirt she's
Man,
wearing.
that's all.
a little.
That don't matter.
Little bit of.
Roll Tide.
That's
Hey, I told her. I said we can't do that in my house, baby.
That's
Roll Tide.
Miranda, who actually it went up to the University of Alabama. She's checking it out, and she likes it.
They gave her this. They gave her the undergraduate thing. I'm like,
Well, good.
my baby's too
And
young
don't
to
be
go to
complaining
college.
how much it is either.
All right. Hey, before we get cranking this morning, let's talk about the big news from the Olympics. Are you keeping up with this, Zach?
I hadn't heard this one.
Well, you're the sports director.
The Olympics start tomorrow.
No, but hey, the basketball team's already played and won. I mean, it's been going on for.
No, they already kicked the girl out, not from doping, tweeting.
Yep, tweeting.
I didn't get that one.
All right, here's what happened on that. Let's talk about the Olympics have a new eligibility standard, social media etiquette. Greek triple jumper Vaula Pahuska was kicked off the team yesterday after tweeting this.
What?
Quote, with so many Africans in Greece, the West Nile mosquitoes will be getting home food.
Oh, my.
Kicked her off
That's
with that.
crazy.
Huh?
Crazy.
What do you say, Zach? Your comment,
Crazy.
Zach.
That is crazy.
Well, you
Kick
can't-
her off
hey,
of the.
She's the first Twitter casualty
do that.
of the summer games.
Can't do it.
Weren't they told they can't or couldn't?
Well,
Rules
first of
are
all,
rules.
you don't tweet something like that to start with. I mean, but to kick her off after all that hard
Yeah.
work. Oh, wait a minute. Before we go any further, speaking of Olympics, we're going through
Yes.
HBO last night. Wasn't outside the lines. It was the one with
I don't know his name.
yeah, I do. Not Brian.
Brian Gumbel.
Brett.
The guy that does the sports, the HBO.
Brian
Yeah,
Gumbel.
Brian Gumble.
You're Brian Gumble.
But who does he do that?
They had a reporter on there. Did y'all see this story?
It's phenomenal.
About the tumbler, the girl with no legs?
No.
I've seen it on the replay. I mean, I've
Oh
seen
my
some
God.
commercials.
I'm telling you what, that's the most motivational story you'll ever see in your life.
That's how they introduced the Olympics for the actual people. You know, when they're doing the commercial, the actual Olympians,
But anyway.
and then the Special Olympics, they show
Just
they
a
show her. on
I
there.
need to show a clip of that. It
fantastic
really
story.
is worth watching.
Zach, hang on a second. Bad news to report this morning. Phil Neal, the creator of Auburn's Albee mascot, died. You have that? Zach, man, what are you covering?
I didn't have
What are
all
you
these.
covering?
I didn't have to create all these messages.
The
I
artist
got
who-
some Auburn stories.
The artist who created Auburn's Tiger mascot Albee has passed away at 84. He created the cartoon tiger that appeared on football game programs for 18 years, starting, Zack, in 1959 with a Hardin Summons game. So, yeah, there you go.
Speaking of Auburn, my daughter's headed down there on Monday to see them.
Why
Where?
bother?
Auburn.
Can we take time out? Zach, what do you got in sports?
You're going to ignore
Well,
him.
can I give a shout out first?
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
What, is it one of the aunts, uncles, or whatever?
No, my buddy Will Stanford, he got married. It's Jimmy and Jones' son, and Dan Williams' nephew, him and Stephanie, they're back. Congratulations.
Jimmy Jones.
And Joe Olson, my former preacher, just had heart surgery, and David Holt had knee surgery. So hope they get well soon.
How about anybody at work?
Yeah.
I hate that. Hey, everybody at work. So
All right.
you didn't have to put that big close up on me though. Wow, that's scary.
When you start directing
Hey, the
show-
wind
when you
was
start
like,
directing
dang, he
show-
really looks like that. Woo!
Trying to wake up.
What's Zach? I ain't got all day. I
All right,
got
Penn,
politics to talk to over here.
everybody knows about the Penn State, but this come out
What happened
yesterday.
at Penn State?
If they had not accepted those penalties,
I got it right.
they faced a death penalty of 4 years. That would have been the worst ever. So they had to accept what
Let's
they
go
got.
to USA Today this morning. Thanks for bringing that up, Zach. Penn State President Rodney Erickson. Now, right now, a lot of people are complaining about him because of trustees. Well, like Zach just said, had he not, they would have shut them down without football at all for 4 years. In your professional opinion of college football, Zach, being the esteemed sports director of ZTV 11, did they get something that was well-deserved, or do you think they were too harsh on
You
them?
look mad.
I think they were probably pretty lucky. Like I said, I think what's going to hurt them worse is dropping scholarships from 85 to 65 because it's going to be hard, them to have depth at other positions. So that's going to be pretty hard.
Will anybody in the SEC pick up any of the players? LSU, Auburn?
They said Alabama and Auburn's in the mix. I think Auburn might be in the mix for a quarterback that's
They
being
tried to get him
recruited.
before, yeah.
And they're trying to get.
Tennessee's off for 4.
And also they can transfer, and it doesn't count against this year's class. It counts against 2013. My mouth is real dry from that being in the hospital.
I don't need any medical excuses up here. I'm just
I apologize if I'm.
Speaking of that transfer,
I mean, you're
though,
foaming up a little bit, but I just thought you had rabies. Those are mine.
athletes have.
Somebody grab
They have to
some
do it
water
this
from
year.
the refrigerator.
He's got a water. How many waters you gonna drink? up
I'm
here,
good.
Zach?
I'm good. I'm good. I can make it through this.
Isn't that your water right there?
I'll make it.
Mine.
Oh,
Brad's grabbing
I got
one.
it.
Look
So,
at that. Nice.
Did you hear about them wanting to name a street in Atlanta Cam Newton Drive, but the neighbors protested because they said 23 is too young to have a street named after him.
you're coming in pretty handy up here.
Hey, appreciate it.
That's okay to walk in front of the camera.
I appreciate it. So I don't know if that's going to happen. They're kind of protesting the neighborhood. They said they'll have to change their address and everything. So Trent Richardson signed with the Browns 4 years, $20.5 million, $13.3 million signing bonus.
What
What number is he?
Waste of money.
What number's he gonna be?
what did I thought it was 33, but I'm not positive.
It's 33.
It's 33.
What did Whedon get?
He probably got a little less because he probably got, I don't know, maybe 10 million or something. Because I mean, he was further down.
Well, he was already about ready to retire when he signed him.
Well,
wasn't he?
he's 27, 28. But he'll probably be their starter. He'll beat
Colt McCoy.
He'll beat McCoy out. Jonathan Rose. This is big for Auburn. One of their top recruits in 2011 is leaving Auburn, and Chiswick said he can transfer without restriction, so he can transfer anybody in the SEC if he wants to. Alabama Fan Day's been set for August 5th, and Auburn Fan Day is August the 12th.
Hey, you know what I got upset about the other day on ESPN? Last week they said Bama starting player from Bama quit, transferred.
He hadn't even played.
Duron Carter. Well, he didn't even get he wasn't no starter.
He wasn't even on scholarship. He was never on scholarship.
Saban didn't like it.
USA Today got a big photo of your man, Les Miles. He kind of let me ask you, Donnie. He's spastic or something?
I'm going to tell you. That man
claps like this.
That man is the smartest man in football, because here's the reason why. He's always on TV. Always.
He claps like this, Donnie.
Oh, but you just jealous because November the 5th came around last year. And, okay, go ahead.
Okay,
They're not anything better.
Okay, keep on going. What's up?
I got some more.
I got some more. Look.
Okay.
Bama got another commit from Walker Jones. That's the brother of Barrett and Harrison. So they're basically doing like the Britts, all of them going to Alabama. That's a good thing.
Right.
For sports talk listeners, you know, I told you about the UMP last week making changes. Well, 97.7 The Zone changed their lineup to ESPN Radio, which the UMP just dropped, and Cole Kubelik moved to the afternoons, bumping out Tom Abraham 3 to 6.
They don't outdo.
What are you doing? Working for the radio station?
I'm
working for me.
I call sports talk in the morning. Now I don't have any local sports talk to come.
Let's just stop.
Back to choo-choo up.
Now, when you call them every day, do you say this is Bama Zack Greene, sports director of ZTV 11, home of Jamie and Gloria Cooper, with Jamie Cooper being a living icon and legend?
I don't say all that. I don't say all that.
Do they let you get a shout out for
Steve Bolton, the program director, has mentioned that's the sports director.
Has mentioned it.
Yeah.
Is it not a regular thing?
No, it's not mentioned that every day when I call in.
They have one viewer.
You got to choose.
Thousands.
You got to choose between the multitudes that watch us every day to the few that listen to sports radio.
You're going to get a cut in your style now.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Ooh, that was cool.
This is just next.
I was going for a wet T-shirt contest in here this morning.
Today is just not going too good.
Thank you.
Ernie Els won the British Open.
Yes, he did.
NHRA, Jack Beckman, Fernando Alonso in Formula One, and Helio Castroneves in IndyCar. NASCAR suspended A.J. Allmendinger indefinitely after his second sample test was positive.
Hey, Brad, can you give me that towel? Okay, Joseph's going to do that this time. Okay.
Auburn's starting a new billboard campaign, Ever to Conquer, with the tiger ripping off his shirt and Cam Newton style, so you'll see that on billboards.
What's he got underneath?
And my last story.
Oh, good, last story.
Cal Ripken, did you hear about his mama getting abducted?
Yeah.
74 years old. She was kidnapped at gunpoint in her neighborhood with her hands bound. The guy didn't hurt her, lit cigarettes for her, stopped for food, and drove her back into the neighborhood.
You're not.
Somebody got on my cover girl this morning. I want to make sure I don't spot up.
So, all you Alabama fans, I got a good trivia question for you.
Shut up.
No.
Thank you.
Where did the elephant come from? In
Out of the
Alabama.
woods.
No, where did the icon for the elephant come from?
1930s when they run like a bunch of pachyderms across the field, and one of the riders did. That's how it all happened.
No.
Okay, might have known LSU.
No, it didn't.
Set us straight on everything.
Whenever they traveled,
Shut up.
they used this company called Trunk Company, and they put on their baggage, they put elephants, because it was a truck company. And when they came to it, they did. This is coming from your school that said that they used this for
your
the
daughter
elephant.
goes down there for one visit. Now you think
There's an article in here about
you're a complete.
There you go. It's all in the application. Apply now to Alabama.
I don't care.
You can learn about elephants.
Any comments made by Shut Up during Huddleston during this are not necessarily those of management or
Go Tigers.
Let me give y'all something you didn't tell me about. Former Alabama and Oakland Raiders quarterback Kenny Stabler is the latest big name for the NFL to sue the league over head injuries. Come on, boys. What's the linebacker that sued him the other day? That filed the big... Listen, if you play in the NFL, you're going to get hurt. I mean, come on.
Part of it. I mean, that's part of the
probably
game.
from falling down drunk half the time. Hitting his head.
That's probably the truth on that.
Here's a little story here. North Carolina, that's that way. A man who'd just been released from jail in northern North Carolina was arrested again, Tom, for refusing to leave jail after authorities said they wouldn't give him a ride to a motel. How'd that go, Frank?
Not too good.
The 37-year-old was charged with trespassing. He was released Saturday morning after being behind bars since May 22nd. Sheriff's office said they asked him to drive to a local motel, and they refused. Then they charged him second-degree trespassing when he refused to leave his jail cell.
Smart.
He wanted that free meal.
Idiot.
Wanted that free meal.
Zach, you ready for football?
I'm ready. We should start this weekend. I'm ready for it.
It does.
5 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, high school football will be coming up, and maybe we can try to get some high school coaches. Yeah.
You gonna
I
be out
mean, maybe we can.
people, huh?
I've had a couple coaches interested maybe coming up here being on show. So
Get with me first.
I will. I got to get with the boss first.
Yeah.
I mean,
Get with me first. Coach Alan Creasy, of course, will be joining us as always on a Thursday. Hey, later on this morning we'll probably talk about this. If y'all, I'm sure y'all been checking on this Chick-fil-A thing right now. This has turned into a fiasco, basically. Matthew will be with us tomorrow. This implies that gay people, not to mention divorced people, had no business eating at Chick-fil-A.
Who implies?
Well, I never would be able to get in there.
I don't think he said that at all.
Well, I'm just saying that. Well, we'll get Matthew's opinion on that tomorrow and talk about it, so we'll do all that. If you got any questions this morning, we're going to be talking to Joseph Cannon, running for what district is that, Joseph?
District 4.
District 4. We'll talk with him in just a little bit. And Brad Horner, nobody knows, but they're about to, coming up later on the second portion of the program this morning. Come back and do a little news when we come back, take this first break of the morning. Thank y'all for getting up with us. You're watching Cooper and Company live right here. Anything else?
Let's go dry off.
That was Zach's fault.
I was over here.
You said there was only 20% chance of getting wet today.
Well, there, I've had my 20%.
You got your 20%, so no pool at the backyard.
Shut up. We'll take a break. Come right back. Y'all hang on.
Lewis & Son Roofing is a local business. We've been in business for almost 60 years, providing quality work and services for homeowners all over North Alabama and Southern Tennessee.
Once you meet Mr. Lewis and Shane, you just put your trust in them.
We guarantee that the job is going to be done. It's going to be done right. History and roots. We're a company that you can trust.
Lewis & Son Roofing and Construction. We can stop a leak in a creek.
Imagine this. You unlock the door to your home to find it completely empty. Then a sheriff hands you divorce papers. Call attorney Harlan Mitchell at 256-216-9884. Call while you still have a phone.
Who you gonna call?
Hi, I'm Abby. I'm the first person you see when you come to Coleman Dental Group. Let me show you around. This is our business office. Irene, Pam, and Jana. And this is Dr. Marshall doing an exam. And this is Dr. Corman Brittany. And this is LaDonna doing a cleaning. And this is Dr. Marshall working with Brittany. And another cleaning by Cindy.
Hey, I'm Dr. Alan Coleman. Visit with us here at Coleman Dental Group. You already know us.
Got a dent? Need a fix? Brad Stovall's Body Shop is your emergency room for automobiles. Located behind the Tanner Post Office, the professionals at Brad Stovall's Body Shop can have you fixed up and running in no time. Specializing in collision repair and insurance claims, Brad Stovall's Body Shop has the state-of-the-art equipment with fast and friendly service. Call Brad today for a free estimate. Brad Stovall's Body Shop in Tanner behind the post office. While most folks are asking people like you to spend their tax refund, Clayton Homes of Athens are the only ones to offer double your refund when you use that refund as a cash deposit on a new Clayton home. Plus, any customer who makes a cash deposit qualifies to have it matched with their choice of a price reduction of the total package price of your new Clayton home. Stop by Clayton Homes of Athens, Highway 72, right next to the Ford dealership.
Are you ready to build the home of your dreams? At Paul Jackson Construction, we take imagination and turn it into a solid foundation. Licensed and insured with over 35 years experience, custom building homes. We are a proud member of the Better Business Bureau and have an A+ rating. Paul Jackson oversees every phase of the construction process, delivering top quality, stress-free service. You imagine it, we'll build it. He builds, she sells. Call Paul Jackson Construction or Betty Jackson at Summit Realtors today.
Summer heat is up and so are the deals at Jimmy Smith Buick GMC in Athens and during the inventory reduction sale. All remaining 2012 GMC trucks have to go, so we're extending employee pricing to the public on America's best cars and trucks like the ever-popular GMC Sierra with discounts up to $9,000. This is a sale you don't want to miss. Come see us on Highway 72 on the east side of Athens or visit us at jsmithcars.com. Jimmy Smith Buick GMC, we're your neighborhood dealer.
This is CNN with Jamie Cooper.
Brought to you by the Coleman Dental Group.
And let's do a little news here on a Thursday morning edition of Cooper Company Live. Sparkman High changes. And according to Huntsville Times this morning, Madison County Superintendent David Copeland has put on hold plans for a new high school in Tony, saying the county system doesn't have enough money to build the school. He will instead recommend the school board move a road in order to combine Sparkman High and Sparkman 9th grade school into a single campus. Hoover High right now, it says, is largest. Sparkman High, upon consolidation, will be 2,500 students, moving Bob Jones down to 4th largest in the state of Alabama. All right, local home sales, Tom, up 16%. Home sales in Huntsville, Madison County increased 16% in the first half of the year, according to the Huntsville Area Association of Realtors. Oh, a guy over in Gunnersville, criminal charges have been filed against a Martling man for letting 2 teenage girls stay at his house 4 days and then applying a tattoo to each girl without the consent of their parents. How'd that go, Frank?
Not too good.
Yeah, a sheriff over there said deputies learned Saturday that a female juvenile had been away from home for 4 days, had come home with a tattoo after both of them telling their parents they were, of course, staying with friends. That's some tattoo. Tractor pulls this weekend right down the road, Tanner High School. It's the 36th annual. It comes up right down the road at Tanner High School. It's a big deal Friday and Saturday night. And this Saturday, I just mentioned tomatoes down at the Farmers Market in Madison and over in Decatur. Well, Madison Chamber Expo offers activities for kids Saturday. Out of the News Courier this morning. It's the 20th annual Madison Chamber of Commerce Business Expo. Takes place from 10 a.m. to 2:30 at Hogan YMCA on Hughes Road, right across where our new church at Cross Point will soon be under construction. The Blind Boys of Alabama are back. They'll be singing this Saturday night to conclude everything going over at Handy. We were there yesterday. We'll try to get some of that video up this morning of our buddy Max Russell performing. USA Today, front page today. 100 days from today, President Obama's going down. Hopefully. Woohoo! For the pair of presidential candidates who must feel they've been campaigning forever, after all, it's been nearly a year since the opening Iowa straw poll. 100 days until November 6th. Let's just hope things continue to go and Obama ratings and everything else goes down with him. National birth rate lowest in 25 years. 20-somethings who postponed having babies because of poor economy are still hesitant to jump into parenthood. An unexpected consequence that has dropped the U.S. birth rate to its lowest point in 25 years, except for illegal aliens have probably gone up 4 times that. 2012 drought will cost us about $12 billion. Crop losses mean higher food costs. Not that they ain't already high enough. And as I told you yesterday, George Jefferson died. He was originally on All in the Family. And he was Archie Bunker's neighbor. That's how it all got started. He died at 74. I told you this yesterday. But moving on up, the Jefferson, which ran for 11 seasons. And did y'all hear about the 11-year-old boy over in London. He didn't have a passport, didn't even have a ticket, not a boarding pass. Went all the way to England to Italy on his own. A 1,000-mile journey was a great adventure. He was chatting away about being off by himself. The boy, who's known to be fascinated by transport and has a history of catching free rides on trains and buses, was sent back on a return flight. They're saying, how on earth does an 11-year-old boy get through security and get on a plane and travel by himself? More than once. Hey, when we come back in the second hour, we got two future political candidates now, two future leaders of Athens coming up. We'll talk with Joseph Cannon and Brad Horner, who's running for mayor, in just a second. Plus, we'll have video coming up from over at the Handy Festival. There they are on the red sofa now. We'll take that break, come right back in just a moment. Y'all hang on.
Folks, I'm Don Simons here on the corner of Bob Wallace and Jordan Lane, and I'm really not clowning around. With gold at an all-time high, people are popping up on every corner, claiming to pay top dollar. Simons says the question you should ask yourself is, do they pay more than Simons Jewelers on the corner of Bob Wallace and Jordan? You'll never know unless you come and see me. I'd be proud to have your business. Open 6 days a week. On Sunday I worship, and I tell the wife and the grandkids that I love them.
Your independence is our goal at Griffin Mobility. As your local accredited source for new and used wheelchair-accessible vehicles, Griffin Mobility offers minivans, full-size vans, pickup trucks, and SUVs, accommodating wheelchair users in driver or passenger positions. Our certified technicians can service most makes and models, and we offer 24-hour emergency service. Experience the freedom of a life without barriers. Visit us today to find your perfect automotive solution. Griffin Mobility, we make life accessible.
Listen up, men. Are you having to get up and go to the bathroom 2 or more times each night? When you urinate, do you have trouble starting, stopping, or finishing? Any burning or pain associated with urination? Has your sexual desire or ability diminished? These may be the signs of an enlarged prostate. As we age, our prostate can enlarge from the size of a walnut to the size of a lemon, restricting flow and performance. Prostate Protector was scientifically formulated using some of the most well-recognized vitamins, minerals, and herbs proven to support prostate health. You choose man's way using his concoctions or God's way using his creations.
With its turn-on-a-dime maneuverability, new smart speed technology, and easy-to-use controls, the new Toro Time Cutter SS is the perfect mower for almost anybody to cut their mowing time in half. The new Toro Time Cutter SS. It may look professional, but anybody can operate it.
Athens Gas Department would like to remind you that Alabama state law requires a contractor to utilize the one-call notification system at least 48 hours prior to performing any excavation. This phone call may prevent personal injury, loss of equipment, and possibly loss of life by allowing the gas company to mark any underground gas lines in the construction area. Remember, if you damage a gas line, you are responsible for any expenses to repair the line. Play it safe. Call ahead at least 48 hours before you dig.
Welcome to HG Grill Asian Bistro. We offer a variety of American, Chinese, and Japanese food to satisfy everyone's taste. Featuring an American breakfast menu in addition to lunch and dinner, HG Grill is truly a one-of-a-kind Asian restaurant. Freshly prepared, all-you-can-eat sushi bar, along with a hibachi grill with delicious made-to-order selections cooked right in front of you. Come experience the best of Asian and American cuisine at HG Grill, Highway 72 West in Athens.
Hey folks, welcome to Hartselle, Alabama, right here at Eddie Pruitt Ford, but best of all to our 27-year anniversary sale where we're going to save you a bunch of money on every new car, used car, or program car on the lot, including this 12 Focus. Folks, it's loaded with equipment. It's got power windows, locks, tilt cruise, CD player, and you can buy it for only $15,975. It's a 12 model. And folks, if there is one thing we've learned after 27 years in business, price sells cars. You come see us, Eddie Pruitt Ford.